Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shay goes by.
Wake your punk ass up. That
Crust out, y'all.
That's the voice of Whoopi Goldberg talking to our next guest. He's our friend, though, Tracy, right?
Absolutely, yo.
He's our buddy. Fresh from off of the red-eye flight from Seattle.
I'm awake. I got you. I'm with you.
The one and only black cowboy. He's here. Neil Degrasse Tyson. Woohoo!
Well, thanks for having me.
We
Space
love
cowboy.
I'm in Sway's universe now.
Yeah, you're in the universe.
In the universe.
You're in the universe. Speaking of universe, your new book, Star Talk, everything you need to know about space, travel, sci-fi, the human race, the universe, and beyond is available now.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah, it's by the way, it started as a radio show.
Right.
Then it jumped species to be on National Geographic Channel, but it's still on the radio. Still we're buddies. I mean, we're on channel 121 Sirius XM.
Right here, Sirius XM.
Right here, Sirius XM. But then it jumped species, and then the clip that you played was last week's guest, Whoopi Goldberg, on Monday nights, and then my guests are celebrities and other people drawn from pop culture, and I talk to them about all the ways science has touched their lives.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were just talking to Tracy, and you mentioned something about the media and how things are being portrayed. Let's bring the audience and the citizens in on this conversation that you guys were having. Share with us.
Oh, no, so she was asking, you left out an important part of that conversation.
I wanted you to
She was
do
wondering, are we near the spiritual apocalypse?
Yeah.
That's what started it.
Because I've been having a lot of conversations with people, both online and offline, and just talking about how there just seems to be all these dichotomies. Like, it just looks like good versus evil in music, good versus evil in the presidential campaign, good versus evil in the streets. And people feel like this is all culminating into one major apocalypse in the horizon.
Okay, so...
This is what we talk about. Citizens. Just so you know.
Major
This
apocalypse.
is my brain.
Isn't it a little early in the morning to start?
Coffee for this shit.
What happened? We heading towards noon.
Damn, let me get another drink here before I go.
I'll vodka anyway.
All right, I'm an astrophysicist, and I deal in things such as the cosmic perspective, which are ways of thinking about your world that put it in a context that may offer you insight into how to address what you might think is more important than it is, or that is less important than it is. It's just another way to get a point of view on circumstance. Okay, so consider the following. There's all these police shooting of unarmed black men, okay? I don't know how many people know that from the 1920s through the 1970s, police shooting of an unarmed black man would barely make local news where it happened.
Right.
The fact that happened can now happen anywhere in the country and it's national news, that's progress. That everyone is talking about the singular instances that occur on the timeline that is today. If you add up how many people died by that means over the decades through up and including the civil rights movement to its sort of legal conclusions when we had the Civil Rights Acts, there is no comparison between what was going on. That doesn't make it good what's happening today. But if you want to assert that we are on a road toward an apocalypse, the answer is no. The opposite is true. The fact that that's national news. And let me say more. You talk about any other, shootings and deaths. A bus plows through and kills 80 people in the streets of the south of France a few months ago. 80 people died. That is international news for a week. Okay, pause. 70 years ago, between 1939 and 1945, you can do the numbers on this, 1,000 human beings were killed at the hands of other human beings per hour from 1939 to 1945 during the Second World War. 1,000 per hour. And that's not how the media didn't treat it that way. The media says, we're at war and we gained the hill and we are, and war bonds. And the whole attitude towards it was, this is good against evil and we are trying to triumph. Not how many people are dying because of this conflict.
Right.
So if 1,000 people died per hour today from anything, oh my gosh, our heads would explode.
Right.
So I just want to put it in context that whatever violence we see and talked about, relative to earlier times, we're doing better. And I want to keep reminding myself of that. Otherwise, you would think we are on a one-way trip to hell.
Right.
But the data do not support that emotion. That's all I'm trying to say.
888-742-3345. If you
Shit.
got any questions, you want to talk to us.
I'm just trying to keep it
He's
real.
coming dropping bombs on us, y'all. I mean, I don't mean that like
1,000
that.
people per hour.
Speaking the truth, it's the one and only Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let's talk. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Neil deGrasse Tyson is here. Season 3 of Star Talk. It airs Monday, 11 Eastern on Nat Geo. Okay, make sure you support him. DB, you got a quick question?
Yeah, because I know that Neil is a big sci-fi fan, and especially of Star Trek and everything. We were just talking about Adam
And we're in
Nimoy's-
its 50th anniversary
right,
this
that
year.
just passed. So I just wonder, for somebody like yourself, do you see sci-fi movies, whether it's like Da Vinci Code or something like that, is it hard for you to watch it as just enjoyment and not break it down like, oh, this is bullshit, this is wrong?
Yeah, there's a little bit of both. I think I can let a movie have sort of creative latitude if they did their homework leading up to it. There's a famous quote from Mark Twain. Well, I think it's famous. He says, "First get your facts straight, then distort them at your leisure." So if you mess up at the beginning, no, you didn't do your homework. And all I ask is that you give me the same latitude of comment about the science of a film that we all implicitly accept for other expertise that manifests in a film. For example, a film that takes place in like the 1950s, and there's a 1962 Chevy, Malibu in the or whatever brands where
Right.
you would cry foul.
Right.
You would say they didn't do their homework. The set designer should be fired. And we'd all praise that observation. Or if someone, if a Jane Austen novel and someone walks out in bell-bottom tie-dye jeans, you would cry foul.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I notice something scientific that I think they could have done better, or if they did it correctly, it would have made an even better story. I have very little forgiveness for you. But if you do your homework and then you take the art beyond it, I'm all for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Neil, you done lit up the phone lines. I'm going to give out the number, but I don't know if everybody's going to be able to get through. 888-742-3345. We have Mike here from Toronto. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good morning.
Mike.
Good. How are you guys?
Hi, good morning.
Having fun. Say what's up to Neil.
Hey, Neil. What's up, man? How are you?
Doing good, thanks. So what's going? You had what's up, but I asked what's going
I'm
down.
watching all your shows, man, and I have a pretty stupid question for you.
Bring it on.
Any chance that we might be the aliens on this planet?
No, and it's a great question, by the way. Any chance that we might be the aliens? I'll tell you why. In the era of the human genome, where we know what our genetic identity is in detail, we can see that we have common genetic roots to all other life on Earth. And that does not happen by an alien just landing on an Earth. You can't just acquire that. Okay, unless they grafted it into themselves, okay, you can make up a story if that's the case. But we have 40% DNA in common with yeast. And so all life on Earth is of one origin. Now, you might ask, did life come to Earth from another planet? That's possible. In fact, we have a word for that. It's called panspermia. And it may be that life started on Mars before life got started on Earth. And if that's the case, we now know that rocks can move between planets from asteroid impacts. And if you can have stowaway bacteria in the nooks and crannies of rocks, there are some bacteria that we know can survive the vacuum of space and the radiation of space. If those rocks landed on Earth, they could have seeded Earth with what originally started as Mars life. In that sense, we would all be aliens, but we would still be the only life forms on Earth.
Man,
Yeah.
Mike, go to school, man. Figure this out, man. You were this way in the morning. Let's talk to Riley from Canada. Riley, what's going on?
All right.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
All right. Good. Doing good.
What's going on?
Hey, I'm fascinated with the Sumerian mythology. and everything like that.
Yeah.
I was wondering what Neil's opinion was on Azariah Stochin's The 12th Planet books, if he's familiar with it.
Well, so here you have these people who, ever since the all right, where do I begin? So if you go far enough back, you would have people looking up at the sky, and they would see, oh, when the sun is here and the stars are there, the Nile floods. Or when the moon is here and this other star is there, the crops bloom. And what else could you think but that the universe was thinking about you? That you were the object of the purpose of the universe. Because all these cosmic things were timed with things that matter to you. This urge is so deep, it continues with us today in non-scientific cultures and non-scientific pursuits where people want to ascribe what happens in their life to stuff that happens in the universe. By doing so, they are ceding control of their life to forces that they do not understand, and thereby remove all accountability for what happens in their lives and in the lives of others. So there are people, so there's a 12th planet and we think it's there and it's going to influence us this way and that way and the other way. No, there isn't a 12th planet. All right? Or if there is one, it is so far away, it's not having any effect on anybody, and we're going to find it maybe one day. But in the part of the solar system that matters to us, no. We've got 8 planets, a big old dwarf planet called Pluto. Okay? We're good to go. All right? You can say there's something else out there. In a free society, you can have whatever belief system you want. That doesn't make it true.
Thank you, Riley, for your call. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Soul from Arizona. Say what's up to Neil.
How you doing, Neil?
Hey,
this
good.
is Soul from Arizona. Yeah, I actually just want to thank you for all your inspiration. I'm a first-generation college graduate / pediatrician, and it's people like you that really kind of inspired me to go forward. I had a great mentor who broke things down in the same way that you do and really inspired me. And I just want to let you know you're actually doing the same thing for my son.
Really? Well, thank you.
Now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, he's 16 now, and he wants to be a particle physicist, which blew my mind because I was like, "What particle? I don't even know what that is, man. I'm a pediatrician."
Can't help you there.
Right, exactly. So, but no, I really want to thank you for that, all the inspiration that you give, and I want you to know that, like, as far as myself, it's something that I like to do or want to do on a daily basis is inspire young minds. And you're doing that every day, so I applaud you for that. And
what a country it is that you can be the first generation college graduate and your son wants to be a particle physicist.
Right.
That fast turnaround there.
Mm-hmm.
So just congratulations on all you've achieved and all we know that your progeny will bring to this world.
Hey, Soul, stay on the line as well, because every Thursday we do First Aid with Kelly Kincaid, and all the pediatricians, the physicians, the nurses, and everyone that calls here, we like to make them a part of the show. So just hold on the line, because every Thursday we'd like to, get you involved in possible for a topic on the show, okay, for First Aid.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right, so hold on to that. Man, that was good. Neil, you changing the world, baby.
Can I ask one last question?
Yeah.
I hope it's not the last question you have in life.
Yes, it is.
No.
That's all I want to know. On the topic of time travel.
Yeah.
Some people say it is possible. Some people said it's not. What is your...
Well, you can travel forward in time. We've known that since Einstein's relativity. If you just go fast, then time will tick more slowly for you.
Yeah.
Everyone else ages along. You rejoin us. You've effectively moved into the future. All right. Your twin has aged 10 years. You've aged only 5.
Like an Interstellar when they...
Exactly. In that case, they weren't moving fast. They were in a different strength gravity field, which has exactly the same effect. So one was on a planet near a black hole, right, and they aged only 20 minutes, and the folks up at the spaceship aged 20 years. Mm-hmm. All right. So, yes, that's real. Backwards time travel is more problematic because you have paradoxes that arise. If you go back in time and prevent your parents from meeting,
right,
then you are never born. Then you could not have gone back in time to have prevented your parents from meeting.
Now where are you at?
And you just evaporate.
Poof, be gone. Hey, man, Citizen Season 3 of Star Talk airs on Monday at 11 on Nat Geo. His book, Star Talk,
Now where
everything you
you
need
at?
to know about space travel. Yeah, basically he's saying you dumb, Tracy. Sci-fi, the human race, the universe, and beyond is available now. Neil, I'm so glad I don't know half the shit you know. I would be crazy as hell walking around here. Like, I'm glad I don't know shit.
I would stand in the middle of Times Square with a bucket and just charge people for knowledge. Shit.
Right. Knowledge of self. Thank you, Neil, so much for hanging out with us, man.
Oh,
It was
it's beautiful.
good.
Beautiful
David
to come
Allen
by.
Greer, thank you so much for coming through. Tim Meadows came through. We had Miss Fabo, $2 Fabo come through. And what was the DJ?
Bryn
Bryn
Mawr.
Mawr. It was just a crazy
David
ass
Allen
day.
Greer.
Yeah, it was a crazy
Good
day,
people,
Neil.
good people
All
coming
good
through.
people, but it was just wild. It was just wild. And then
It's-
you come in here dressed just ready to go. Just ready.
That shirt is fire.
He's fire. No, that's why I
Sure,
said he's
I'm sorry.
fire.
Neil is getting
No,
it.
we not mad. We
I'm
we
just-
love it. We
yeah, I'm
love it.
just-
Look, he rolled up the sleeves. Look at it.
No, this
Sleeves.
shirt's got. Oh, I got to show you
Next
something else.
level.
This shirt real quick here.
Show us some
Can
more.
you read that? Read that.
Read it. Let
what
us
does that
stun
say?
on it.
That says knowledge, wisdom, truth, baby.
Come on, let
Stitched
him know.
in.
Let him know. You made that
Stitched
yourself. You
in.
designed
No,
the
no,
shirt?
no. I got it. It's on the rack.
It has your mission statement on
It's
it.
on.
Yeah.
It's on the. That's why I got the shirt because
Nice.
it's knowledge, wisdom, and truth.
Yo, y'all follow Neil, man. Neil is a good dude. He's at Neil Tyson. That's Instagram and Twitter.
No, that's the Twitter. That's Twitter. Instagram, I think, is Neil Degrasse Tyson.
Okay,
but I haven't really engaged that yet, but I will very soon.
Okay,
I got
so
a lot of photos I want to post.
just hit him up on Twitter at
Yeah,
Neil
totally
Tyson.
tweeting.
He is so much fun. All right, y'all, citizens, we love y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Everybody be safe. God bless each and every one of y'all. We have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
On Shade 45.